Hello, self-love. A lot of people have issues with loving themselves. They feel unlovable, they don't feel worthy of love. And it's a very common thing in our culture, sadly. But have you ever thought that having these beliefs is actually going to limit you in your life? If you want to be someone who goes out and blesses others and shares your love with others, but you really don't feel that anyone is worthy of receiving that love because you don't receive that love, then you're not able to give that love fully either. So it's a hard fact, but the truth is you really need to learn to love yourself fully, just as the creator as source loves you. So at the moment in our world, it is integral that we learn that we deserve the best, that we are totally worthy of the love, the pure love, unconditional love that source has for us if we open up our hearts. And so if we believe we're not lovable, we're going to create and manifest scenarios where we don't get the best. We don't get the highest available timeline for us. We don't receive that love, support, connection, guidance, and safety that we need right now. We need to feel that we are worthy of this. So it is about worthiness. So we all know that self-love is having a high regard for ourselves and feeling that well-being and happiness because of that. We take care of our needs and we don't sacrifice for others or people please. And we don't settle for less than we deserve. And deciding that we truly deserve the best is important to us. However, you may be holding on to one or a few limiting beliefs about yourself and how much you are worthy of love. And these are actually just programming that have nothing to do with the real you, the multi-dimensional being and pure loving awareness that you really are. So allow me to read just a few limiting beliefs out and see if you recognize any of these in yourself. These are very common, but they're not desirable. So I am not lovable. I can't do anything right. I have to be perfect. I need others to like me. I always scare people off. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of a good partner. I can't be my real self. It's too late to change. I can't trust people. I'm always abandoned and rejected by others. Do you recognize any of these in yourself? So what can we do about these pesky illusions that plague our life and stop us from fully loving our true being? Let me tell you about programming. This is what beliefs are, programming. And they are just creating pathways in our mind, neural pathways. And we know when we have neuroplastic minds, we can change our thinking and change our habits around these. And the more you transform and change your filters of perception, the more channels of abundance will open up in your life. So first, I'm going to tell you the steps to reframing and changing a belief. Step 1. Ask yourself, what is the benefit of this belief? There's a reason you're holding on to this belief in your life. It fits in ecologically in your life and you're benefiting in some way. Step 2, flip the belief over to find the equal and opposite belief. Step 3, ask yourself for the specific evidence that this belief is true. We got to prove this belief for the first time maybe ever. Step 4, form a new affirmative belief based on new research and evidence. So let's imagine that deep down in your subconscious mind, you've grown up believing that you are not lovable. And you can imagine the kind of heartache that would cause in one's life. And it's very common. So this mindset would cause rejection, abandonment, maybe even addiction, and all sorts of other problems. But I won't go into those right now. The problem is that you don't feel lovable. It's a belief. So step 1, ask yourself, what is the benefit of this belief? I have an opportunity to learn how to be loved. That is a benefit. Step 2, flip the belief over to find the equal and opposite belief. Well, in this case, that would be that I'm always lovable or I am fully lovable at all times. Step 3, ask yourself for the specific evidence that this belief is true. We're going to prove this belief. Let's see. We often generalize beliefs and don't even question them, but let's see. No one has actually told me that they don't love me. I may be exaggerating. Love is sometimes demonstrated through acts of service, kind gestures. Perhaps I need to reevaluate how people have shown their love. And specific evidence shows that my mum loves me, and so does my brother. So now I'm going to form a final affirmative belief based on all of this new evidence. This is the final step. So Based on this evidence, I've gathered I really can't feel shame the same way. I can't feel the same way at all. My new belief is I am loved by many, both overtly and covertly, and there is room for me to learn how to be even more lovable. So for this person who went through life generalizing that life is a struggle, they can no longer use this sweeping generalization that they're unlovable. It doesn't fit and it doesn't empower. So when you break it down, there are many factors keeping this belief from sticking. So what happens on a neurological level, you may ask? Well, when this person is faced with that old trigger that they are unlovable, and so they struggle, the belief won't stick. It won't hold the same power anymore because they've gone in and looked at the evidence. And eventually the old neural pathway will shrivel up as new beliefs replace and empower. So this is how we can transform and eradicate old beliefs that no longer serve us about ourselves. You can follow these easy steps and reframe your perception of reality. And believe me, things will change for you in your life in miraculous ways when you decide to pull out some of these pesky limiting beliefs that have been lurking in the shadows. So do check out my video on shadow work, in a nutshell, and the basic steps that are more details about all those shadows we can bring up and basically clear out all this programming that's keeping us from realizing our true self. So self-love is really just remembering that you are not your programming and doing away with its hold on your sovereignty as a multi-dimensional being. I hope this has blessed you today. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos if they resonate, and have a beautiful day. Bye.